friends, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech Guru. In this video, I'll be talking about the top 5 major disadvantages for the Mi 10i smartphone. As you can see, friends, so before I did a video on the top 5 advantages, and I did another video on after using the phone for close to 10 days of Mi 10i usage. So make sure to check those videos in case if you're planning to buy the smartphone. So not only the advantages, you should even know the disadvantages of the smartphone before buying the device. So later on, you should not regret why you don't know this kind of problem is there before. So that's why I'm trying to cover up all the problems and all the disadvantages whatever I faced during this time of 10 days of, I think, close to 12 days of using this device. So I'll try to keep update on this Mi 10i every day, friends. So make sure to subscribe and also do follow me. So before that, make sure to check the playlist, friends. So that is a really helpful playlist so which I have created in my channel. So make sure to check the links in description for every smartphone I have created, even for these wallpapers as well. So everything will be available in the links in description below, friends. And as I said, so this disadvantages can be from my perspective, or maybe even this might be a big thing for a few of the users, may not be even bothered for a few of the users. So just want to give all my thoughts of this Mi 10i, what are the disadvantages. So I thought of making a list what are disadvantages I found in this phone. So that's what this video is about, friends. And the first major disadvantage of this Mi 10i is the camera. So I know the few of the users, they might be thinking why I did say about the camera, because I got, I think, 2 reasons I'll be mentioning why I took the camera first. So first reason is that the camera cannot record 4K 60 fps. It can only record 4K 30 fps only. As I said, these are the few things which may not be bothered for few users, but it can be bothered for other users. So the camera has got 108 megapixel lens, but still you won't be able to record it 4K 60. So it is only capped at 4K 30 fps. So that is another one of the drawback which I found. And next is that the zooming capabilities in this Mi 10i is very less than the Poco X3's 64 megapixel lens. So this is a 64 megapixel lens from the Sony and this 108 megapixel lens from the Samsung. So I did a separate in-depth review, friends, comparing both 108 versus a 64 megapixel lens. So make sure to check that video. I think I did upload a couple of days ago comparing both phones in terms of the camera only. So if you see that video, video will be very helpful. As you can see here, friends, so this is a camera comparison which I did in detail. I did in that video. So this is what I found is that you won't be able to zoom too much like the one in the 64 megapixel in the Poco X3 device. So this is the final conclusion, friends. So overall, in terms of the camera, I'm quite disappointed. I did not expect this to happen. So maybe with the future updates, it might be able to, you might be able to zoom in a little bit more, but right now you won't be able to zoom in a little bit more. So let me try to quickly show you as a sample. So just for a couple of 1 minute. So let me try to quickly show you, friends. So this is a test which I did in the live demonstration. So in the 64 megapixel lens, you will be able to zoom in a little bit more, as you can see here. So in the 108 megapixel lens, you won't be able to zoom in. So as you can see, there is no point in having this 108 megapixel lens. So still this could have been zoomed in this much more in, but you cannot do that. So right now, so maybe the future updates you might be able to do that. So this is my first major disadvantage. I feel even though it has got the 108 megapixel lens, but you won't be able to use most of it at the moment. So just wait for the update, or let's see what's gonna happen in the future. So this is my first major disadvantage for this phone. So next major disadvantage which I felt was the battery backup. So battery of this phone is of close to 4800 mAh of battery. So that is quite less if you compare to the normal nowadays mobile phones which are having the very huge battery capacity. So 4820 mAh can be very challenging for most of the users. So that is what I did feel during my usage. I was not able to use for 2 days. So maybe for 1.5 day I was able to use, but not for 2 days of usage. And third is a fast charging. So fast charging 33 watts is okay. That should be okay in the beginning of the 2020, but not right now in the starting of 2021, we need something more faster than 33 watts fast charging, like the one in the Realme Nazro, which has got 65 watt fast charging for only 13,000 or 12,000 if you buy during the offer and sale time. So I did expect more fast charging to be happening, but that's not the case. So 33 watt fast charging and less battery backup, and not so much optimized camera, 108 megapixel lens. So maybe with the future updates this might be able to update. But these are the three things which I feel more biggest disadvantages for this phone. And the fourth is that weight of the device. I'm not sure why the even the battery is quite less, but why the weight is too much, I'm not sure why, what is happening here. So the weight is of close to 215 grams. So 215 grams, friends, and the battery is of 4820 mAh of battery. So this is below 5000 mAh, but still it was managed to keep the weight too much. I'm not sure what's happening here. So this is another disadvantage. As I said, some disadvantages can be bothered for few of the users, some may not be bothered, but I just want to give my conclusion so you can decide what is wrong with this device. And in case if that doesn't bother you, so maybe you are good to buy this device, friends, definitely. And the next is that not having the AMOLED panel. So this is one thing where the competition, like every time debate will be there. So AMOLED versus the IPS LCD panel with the higher refresh rate. So there is always a debate, and there are different users who likes the AMOLED panel with the 60 Hz and who likes 120 Hz with the refresh rate of IPS LCD panel. So it all depends upon the users, what type of user you are. If you are a gamer, then 120 Hz. If you are a normal user, then AMOLED will be the good. And I did expect the combination of having the 120 Hz and AMOLED panel in single phone, but I'm not sure when that gonna happen in the mid-range segment mobile phone. So maybe at the end of the 2021 it might be able to happen, that combination of having 120 Hz plus AMOLED panel. So very soon it should be happening. And next is that hybrid SIM slot. The phone doesn't have the triple SIM card slots, it only has a 2 SIM card slot. So this can be okay for some users and not okay for few users, but I just want to point it out, this one. So as I said, so nowadays we are even seeing the 3 SIM card slot system. I'm not sure why they are still using this 2 SIM card slot, which is a hybrid SIM card slot. So these are the few disadvantages I did find during this time. There are a couple of others, like not having less weight. So these are too much of weight, 215 grams, and LED notification light is barely visible, so which is very small, which was hidden inside this earpiece, so it doesn't make any sense as well. So apart from this few disadvantages, I did not find any other major disadvantages. As I said, there are so many advantages for this mobile phone, friends, so many advantages. Processor 750G and dual stereo speaker setup, and so much optimized software for the gaming and display as well. So there's very good haptic feedback is going on, very less loudspeaker vibration. So not like the Poco X3, it has got very less vibrations in this phone. So there are other options like IR blaster, and which is really good, friends. So these are the few disadvantages and few advantages. So try to watch my videos complete tutorial on this Mi 10i, so you will be able to decide whether to buy this phone or not. So thank you, friends, for watching this video. See you in the next video, friends. Until then, bye.